Thank you so much for watching On Call for All Kids. Today we'll be talking about keeping academics fresh during the summertime. We'll discuss how you can incorporate math and science into summer activities, how to motivate your child to read over the summer, and resources available to your family to keep the education going. I'm joined by Kayla McGonigal. She is a school teacher here at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Happy to see you, Kayla. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Ashley.
So, summertime is a whole bunch of fun for the family, but it's also a time where we don't want those academics to slip. So, we're so glad to have you here to kind of talk about tips and tricks to incorporate education into our daily lives over the summer. Let's first talk about how you can incorporate math and science into your summer activities.
Yeah, so a few ways that we like to say you can incorporate math and science is something as simple as giving your child a budget when you go to the grocery store. This can help them not only learn how to work with numbers, but it's also just a great life skill to have. Another fun activity you guys can do is simply while you're driving, have them look at different license plates. They can add, subtract, even multiply and divide for our older kiddos, the numbers, and see what they come up with. We also like to recommend some hands-on activities at the home. They're fun for everyone. The little ones can do something as simple as a sink or a float, get them outside playing in the water. You can also make things like elephant toothpaste or slime is a really popular thing right now and kind of record those chemical reactions. They lead to those great discussions as far as what went well or what could we do next time. And lastly, one of our favorite things about summertime, especially living in Florida, is watching that temperature change and those afternoon storms roll in. So caregivers can encourage their kids to keep a log of the different weather and write those observations down by the end of the week.
That is a lot of fun. How about reading? How can we motivate our children to read over the summertime?
Right. So as parents, I think everyone dreads that famous summer reading, right? So one way to make it more fun is reaching out to those other parents. You can create weekly book clubs for kids to help them not only stay accountable with their reading, but also having those constructive conversations with their friends to help them retain what they've read. Local libraries also provide many wonderful virtual events and read alouds with guest speakers, which could be really fun for you to enjoy as a family.
What other tips and tricks do you give to parents to keep the education going and advice you offer them to keep those academics fresh during the summer?
So, something really simple we tell parents is to ask those open ended questions instead of the simple yes or no, because it can really lead to those richer conversations and discussions while you're driving or simply having dinner as a family. We also encourage parents not to really be afraid of technology. If we've seen anything this past year, it's that technology can really be put to great use. And school districts offer lots of great online resources that can be used all year round. They can utilize your phone while you're out exploring and kind of use those different search engines to see what you guys can come up with. And one of the most important things I think as a group that we like to share is take time to have fun with your kids again. Read their summer reading books with them. Use the sidewalk chalk to make giant puzzles, incorporate their sight words or simple math problems. You can even make a simple paper airplane and record how far it flies. So, having that check in with your kids after a hectic year can be really, really important to recharge and regroup.
And finally, how about some resources for our families who are watching? Where can they go to kind of help their child out over the summer?
Right. So there's plenty of online resources like I talked about. So if you can just search free online learning for kids, you'll be surprised at all of the options that you're presented with. And also reach out to your child's current teacher. They can provide a lot of great resources that your child may have already been using throughout the year and they're already really familiar with.
All right, Kayla, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.
And thank you all so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful and educational summer. Don't forget, you can also visit our website. It's hopkinsallchildrens.org/newsroom. You'll find a lot of great resources for your family and other great pediatric healthcare topics. We will see you next week.